Sunday morning, and we are at the track in Perot. So this old line here, it goes all the way through here, goes right to Kingsport, right to the water, and this one goes right to Canning. So this used to be the old rail bed. They took it out years and years and years ago, way before I was even alive, I think. So there's no trains running this anymore. But anyways, the side of the ditch here is filled all in. It was pretty near full with the driveway. And I've been digging it out here with the loader. And I got a little hole here dug. And I got a little dirt pile over here. I say little, but that's probably about 10 ton right there worth of dirt. The boys are hauling manure in here. Anyways, when they bring their spreaders and stuff in here, well, I don't want to make fun of them or anything, but they can't drive. Hopefully none of them try to get their 18-wheeler's license, or they'll be ripping stop signs off and flashing lights and everything, because they don't know how to make a wide turn. And they put the trailer wheels of their shit spreader down into the ditch and crush the dirt in, even worse, on top of the drain that's underneath this. And anyways, it just worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Everything here is worse and worse. And we said, oh, we're going to do this, but winter was coming on and weren't sure if we want to spend the money on it right away. And I'm just like, well, I could do this. I've done more stuff in Scotts Bay with just an old two-wheel drive tractor. We never had any of the stuff that we had here. So I'm like, wait a minute, I can do this. Obviously, it's not very clean here right now, but I'm going to clean this out and see what we got left at the end of it. And if the tractor does a good job, well, then I just saved yourself a few hundred, well, maybe a couple $1,000. So whatever, we're already paying for the tractor, and we don't really use it that much, really. So I'm going to see how this goes. Well, guys, we're working away here. We're just about done this side, and we're going to go to the top side and pull all these weeds back. But Brent's doing a good job, and we're just about done. I had to call him in because I said, well, this is going to take me forever. Anyway, we're going to get done. We're going to have a nice driveway here, and hopefully it'll stay dry for a while. Say driveway, but you remember this is an old train track, so it should be a good road. Right now it's not so good, but we're gonna turn it around here. Well, there goes Brent, guys. We got her all done. Look at our great big old pile of dirt. I'm out of here. I gotta backtrack the driveway a little bit. It's a little rough. See all the dirt we got? And that'll go all the way over there where we are doing that land clearing. Anyways, we got her cleaned out. Look, even the water's starting to run a little bit. It doesn't look like much right now, but we scooped her all the way down to that tree line down there. And that's where all the dirt came from. So, anyways, we'll move that maybe next weekend. I don't know. We'll see what the timing is. And I know my barn's going out this week, but I think we have 2 weeks to get it ready. So we're not going to be pressed for time. So as long as things don't freeze up, we should be able to move that pile of dirt in about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. But anyways, hopefully it doesn't get cold. Here we go, all washed up and put away. It's not clean, but she's all washed off. And now, let's see what the rest of Sunday brings. What's going on, guys? We're back here again, same field. Way over there is where we were working the other day. Here we're down into this clearing again. I want to go over in there and see how wet it is, kind of thing, and see what we're dealing with there. So let's see what happens. Alright, we're getting down in here now. See, there's a little swamp hole down here. This is what I want to see anyway. See what we're dealing with down here. Starting to look a little more wetter. Definitely soft. because there hasn't been any big equipment running over it or anything. Definitely water laying around. Ugh. Looks like an old cattle pasture here. Looks like what the heck? That's a driveway right there. I wonder if Dave knew about that. That's a driveway. That's exactly what that is right there. That's kind of weird. I don't know if I can sneak over there without getting my feet wet. But yeah, this ridge right here, that's all rock. Like, that's a road. On here, what the hell is going on? But anyways, he's got this dug out here. Coming down through there. The water comes here. Now we're up on this like knoll kind of road here. I'm kind of wondering, how's the water getting out? It must be filtering through these rocks here. See it going right there. You can hear it running. Yeah, there must be an old drainage here or something. I know we didn't do this. Something going on here. These rocks are definitely been put here a long time ago. Yeah, someone was in here probably, God, probably 50, 60 years ago now. But, kind of interesting. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna have to drain tile this. This is gonna be fun. Now, all this water is coming off of our field anyways. There's drain tiles up there, so that's where this water. And then over in this corner here, we're not seeing, but there's a big old drain tile over in there. And that's where all this water is coming from. It's actually coming off of our field. So we just need to tile it over more and down underneath us and down over in that bank. But yeah, there's like a dam built right here. It's kind of weird. That's what I mean. Like, these rocks were put here, you know, a long time ago. So I'm just like, wow, this road was here a long time ago. It's kind of weird. That, or I don't know, where it doesn't make sense. I'm kind of lost here on the geographic. I almost had to put the drone up because it almost doesn't make sense. And that in this bank here, we were worried about going up over this bank, and it don't look steep at all. Like, the other side of this field has a big old, the other side of that hill there, there's a big old jump to go up. You probably go up about 50 feet or so in the field elevation over on the other side of that hill, and here you're still doing about the same. I'm just kind of wondering, over there where that tree's standing, that ground looks like it might be interesting, like, to move. But yeah, right down over top of that bank and right down, right on trucking her through. Hopefully it works. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. I know this video is kind of long, guys, but I kind of wanted you to experience it as I'm experiencing it. So yeah, someone built this road. This road's been here for a long time. Don't get me wrong, someone's redone it a little bit here, but that stuff down there underneath all that moss and those old rocks, that's been there for a while. Like, this road, this rock, look at the rock down in there. Like, yeah, it's been here for a long time. Someone was in here probably 50 years ago and made a road across here. But yeah, kind of cool. I don't know if we'll keep this road or not. I hate to say it, but it's nice to have something like this. But the problem is, you get idiots that abuse it. Naive people on ATVs. And don't get me wrong, I got an ATV and stuff, but I know where not to go and where not to go, or where I can go and where I can't go. I don't mind them playing around in the mud here and stuff, but so I mean, just don't get used to it, and don't start tearing the hell out of it. Because again, we could make a surprise here for you. Because you're not on, definitely not on your own land. So just make sure all you guys up there on your four-wheelers, you respect the farmer's land. And things can go sideways pretty quick. We usually, farmers, the land's a part of them, right? Same as like Yellowstone and the ducks. I don't want to be that crazy, but that's what I mean. Don't respect people's land, and they won't say nothing to you. You can crank on it all day, but the minute you abuse it, there will be something said. Anyways, alright guys, we're back over here. Over there is where we were, where the clearing is. Here's our man pile of dirt. That's a pretty big pile. We worked from like, what, I'd say like 9:30, 10 o'clock to dinner time the other day, clearing this all out and cleaning this ditch out and all that. And I'm planning on taking all this dirt over there, actually. It's only a couple loads here, really, but that's still actually a lot of dirt. And it was all just on the side of here, basically. This looks 10 times friggin' better now. Like, I know once the boss man sees this, even though he didn't even know we did this. He sees this, look at that, you know? Another beauty or what? Anyways, the ditch here wasn't flowing. It was all cleared off. Everyone that was coming in that rented the field was cutting the driveway offshore. And just, I hate to say it, but we used the other driveway down the other end of the field. And that just for this whole situation, right? Because a couple farmers got the right of way here too, right? So everyone uses this road. And, you know, the more you use it, one person uses it, you know, you kind of feel obligated to fixing it and stuff. So anyways, we use it a little bit more than most people. So I said, we gotta fix this. Anyways, we dug it all out, cleaned her up, a little bit of water there. Don't get me wrong, it isn't an excavator job. But this is, again, we work from 9:30 to lunchtime. Got all that cleared, all of the ditch, all the way up to that tree line up there. And we got the hole opened up and everything. Now Brent put this rock here to keep the dirt from going down in the hole. But there's the hole. Now the culvert's kind of crushed underneath there, but underneath that plastic fold there, you can see the gap. It's all open. But from people cutting off the driveway, I put that rock pile there so idiots wouldn't keep cutting the driveway off. Guys kept cutting the driveway off and they crushed the corner of the drain there, anyways, and plugged it all up, and then this started. So anyways, we cleaned it all the way back to that tree line here, scooped her all out. Seen the video and all that stuff, and now it's good. Now again, like I said, I keep skipping off it, but we went from 9:30 to dinner time with the loader and the skid steer. Got this huge pile of dirt that we can use over there. And don't get me wrong, we usually for these jobs we rent excavators and all that stuff. And me and Brent, well, we're getting paid no matter what. So it's just like, well, whatever, we can do that. Well, I know, just from the days in the Bay, we didn't have these options of excavators and stuff. You wanted something done, you either did it by hand or you did it with a tractor that you probably shouldn't have been doing it with, but you did it and you got the job done and you learn from it. And that's basically what I just said with this. I said, well, I can do this. This is easy. Save ourselves some $2. We don't have to run an excavator, the guy to run it. And what I figured between the wear and tear and fuel, it cost us to do that. Again, from 9:30 to 12 o'clock, it probably, what, $150, $200. I won't say the, but yeah, about $150. That's about what it cost between the fuel and the wear. I'm not going to count the labor because we're already getting paid. We're chicken farmers. We just got spare time. But yeah, it worked out real well. So anyway, we got to move this pile of dirt before it freezes out. But it was all muddy and stuff, and I want it to dry out for a bit, so I'm leaving it there. It looks like it's drying out quite well, but it's supposed to rain Wednesday, and the weather's kind of turning on us. Which this will get a good test, but again, I don't know. Hopefully it works out. I can get this moved. Cause we got this field rented, right? And the boys are hauling manure in here, and they're not going to spread it this year or anything. But I just don't want this pile sitting here come next spring, so it's got to go. But I'm happy with the way the field looks and the way the ditch looks. When you come down the road here, you can see right into the field. There ain't no weeds or anything. It's great. You can just see right across there. And the water actually can flow now. There's still some more work that could be done there, but the way I thought about it, I said, well, if I chuck a couple hours at it, see what happens, and see if it's worth it, kind of thing. I don't know. I think it was kind of worth it. The more I look at it, I'm just like, well, because we kind of need the soil for over there. Not to say that this is the way we want to do it. But I'm like, well, we might as well clean the ditches out and get all that dirt out of there. And we can move it over there. Not to say it'll be done cheaply, because I hate to say it, you're going to need a bigger tractor to move this. And probably the big red dump trailer. And this is why I wanted it to be dry, because I didn't want to load muddy old dirt into it and try to move it. And because again, when we're done doing all this stuff, everything's got to be washed and looking nice, so we don't want it looking all cruddy. But the way I see it here is we just saved ourselves a bunch of money. And we did a favor for ourselves too, all at the same time. So everything's going good here back of the track. I can't wait for this piece to be done and that be all leveled out. I think we're about another year or two off. It could be another year off of getting that piece finally done. Maybe 2. Just because we got so many projects starting to start up here. But I think that worked. Alright guys, we're up there high on this video too.